thank you for coming. Yes. Yes, this is the Raider Nation report. Yes, Commish is in the house tonight. Yes, line is to the right. Yes, ma'am. Looking amazing in that silver and black, I must say. Yes, VIP is to the left, sir. If you give me your name, I'll check, make sure you're on the list. Yes, you have to be on in advance. Weeks in advance, sir. Yes, line is to the right. Yes, Raider Nation report tonight. A lot to talk about. Yes, there is a full bar inside, sir. Guys, you can't smoke that right here by the door. Just step over there a little ways. I love the smell. Smells amazing, but please, not right by the door. Yes, we will be opening the doors very soon. You know these guys like to run a tight show. They're just making sure everything's in order. Yes, ma'am. You can say hi to the midgets on the way in. Absolutely. VIP to the left. Regular line to the right, please. Doors will be opening very soon. Thank you all for coming. Enjoy the show.
Ever since a kid, it's been patching skulls. Black and white, you see it on my flags and poles. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, all you ever heard about my lips. I was twitching, I wasn't breaking when Brady was winning chips. Went to LA, then to Oakland, and now we up on the strip. Dancing with the nation every time we get to 6. 3rd and 13 used to run the ball. Now we got 100, so we changing the call. Tatted on my body, ain't no taking it off. When the Raiders on the TV, we ain't taking the call. When the Raiders on the TV, we ain't taking the call. Unless they with the nation, ain't no faking involved. All that internal hating, we be shaking it off. Cause we know they just came around Jacobs and Carl. Who you thought I've been rocking for? Ever since a kid, it's been patching skulls. Black and white, you see it on my flags and poles. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know.
Look, I'm 34 like Bo Jackson. I'm a Raider, long live John Madden. We left Oakland, now we with the Sinners. For Al Davis, we got unfinished business. Look, just win, baby. Defense ain't giving up an inch lately. The offense in clutch, we bout to up the scope. And D-Car ain't stopping till we reach the boat.
What's up, Raider Nation? I am the Commish, coming to you live, as always, from the friendly confines of Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. And just where is that, might you ask? Well, let me give you some simple directions, shall we? It's been a crazy week already. Day 2 of the 2023 season. So I've already shelved 2022. Fuck that bitch. I put that motherfucker away, filed it under fuck this, to never be seen again. And we're moving on. It's a lot to talk about. So let me give you some simple directions. We're still down the street, past the house, with the boarded up windows. Make sure you stop at the corner and ask our man Joe. It's a fucking long motherfucking off season. 200 some fucking days till we see football again. Slip that man what you should. And he'll point you in the right direction. He's gonna tell you to take a left and then a right. And you find yourself strolling down the street, minding your own motherfucking business. You're gonna pass this deep dark alley to your immediate right. Now as you pass this alley, this fucking stiff motherfucking breeze hits you that chills you right to your skeletal core. And you find yourself asking, was that the autumn wind? Oh, you goddamn right. Should you venture down that deep, dark alley? Well, of course you should. Because what you're going to find at the end is that special little place that those of us that stray a little bit to the dark side of Raider Nation like to call deep behind the enemy line. This is Raider Reaction, and as it is every goddamn Tuesday, even in the motherfucking off season, this is the Raider Nation Report, a solid 60 minutes of everything silver and black, and we got a lot to talk about tonight. Salvage title for the car. Like I said, 2022 season shelved. We're in day 2 now of 2023 season. We're all 0-0 again. Fuck them fucking inbreds. They can go have their dumbass parade out in the middle of fucking the armpit of the fucking country. Go right ahead. The rest of us don't give a fuck. Fuck you. You put your asterisk next to your goddamn championship. Gifted to you. Nobody will want to watch that America's game. It'd be the shittiest ending you ever seen. It's a lot to talk about, man. Free agency is upon us. Franchise tag is the next thing coming on the calendar. There's a lot to talk about, Raider Nation. There's a lot to talk about. Got a solid show for you. It's fucking Valentine's Day. I'm festive. I got my heart on for you. Super Bowl recap. We'll start with that. The salvage car. Rogers watch. Tight end talk. Mad League 23. Sponsors. The cool kids. All them cool kids out there with the badges up next to their names. Rich Sweeto. Michelle Hopkins. Robert Paul Ramos. And the rest of the crew. You be a cool kid. You got to get a badge. The newsletter. Go to the website, scroll down, put your website in, man. Get the newsletter. First of every month. Lamar? Is Lamar even an option? We'll get into that. Fan of the week? We have one in 2021 at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. That is your next milestone on your National Football League calendar. And the WTF. We'll wrap the bitch up. Make sure to check out our sponsors, Clear Live Streams. Let's get into it. That's enough the floor play. We've got the oven warmed. We've rounded second base. It's time to go for third. Let's get it. Let's get it. Oh, now, Scott, you're not actually excited for spring football. I've tried. The XFL is going to be bad, man. I'm telling you, the last go round of the XFL, I went to one of those games, and it literally was the worst football I've ever watched in my life. Literally the worst. In person, it's so bad. It's so bad. TV kind of blankets it a little bit, but in person, it's really bad. I'm not looking forward to it at all, whatsoever. I don't even know if I'm going to talk about it this year. You got the U.S. Fuck that. I can't believe I'm even... How did I get... Man, I went completely in the ditch. How did I go in the ditch right out of the giddy up? Fuck. It's because I got this stupid heart on the fucking screen. Such an obnoxious color. I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle that all show. That's not even minor league football, Robert Paul. That's like farm league football. I wouldn't even call that minor league. I call the NCAA minor league. I wouldn't even call that NCAA. I probably won't. Honestly, I won't. I won't. I tried for like half a minute the USFL last year, and it's so bad, man. It's so bad. It's really bad football. It really is. It really is. It's not a very good product. Super Bowl recap, man. Fuck. Let's get to it, I guess. Let's get this out of the way. It's the last I damn near really want to touch on this shit ass season. I just want to put it away. But we got to touch on it a little bit. I did do my post Super Bowl. I should have. See, where were you earlier when I was making these fucking game time decisions, Michelle? You can't come up with that now. That was a fucking damn good idea. I was running out of time. See, Damn it. I'll tell you what. I don't know about this. Let's see here. Where we go? We were festive for a minute. I can't do it. It's too red. I started out festive. All right. I tried. All right. Moving along. At least you know I thought about it on the way in the show. There you go. No more red. It was killing me. It's hurting my eyes. All right. Moving along. Super Bowl recap. Every year, there's a story. What's the story to this year? Are you even going to want to watch that America's game? You get all this build up all the way to the end, and then you get that. And I get it. Okay, Bradbury comes out and says, oh, well, I held him. Now, is the NFL back there like, listen, this is what you're going to go out and say. You're going to say this. Get your fucking ass out there. This is what you're going to say. That just seems so prodded, man. That seems so prodded. And honestly, I don't give a fuck what he says. Yes, technically it was a hold. Technically, you could throw a flag on both sides of the ball on both teams on any fucking play. Period. So that argument doesn't hold any water for me. You had set the precedence of how the game was going to be played early in the game. They do it in every fucking sport. They do it in hockey. They do it in basketball. They do it in every sport. They fucking how they're going to corner the plate and how they're going to allow you to paint the corners in Major League Baseball. They set the precedence on how they're going to call the game early in the game. They weren't calling ticky-tack holds on either side of the fucking ball all game long. So when you get to 2 minutes left on the biggest play of the Super Bowl, literally the biggest play of the Super Bowl, you can't throw that flag. You can't throw that flag. That's just ridiculous. And that's just a shitty way to end. Just a shitty way to end. And yes, I'll say it. Chris Picks with the fucking gold star comment right there, man. Watching Hurts and Mahomes really showed how much Carr really sucks. Now, I wouldn't say sucks. Sucks was a little harsh, but Chris's point is very right on the head. It really is. You see two young quarterbacks like that, haven't been in the league as long as Derek, dynamic, doing things that other quarterbacks have never done in the Super Bowl. I mean, what Jalen Hurts did was amazing in a loss. And the fact the National Football League, fuck themselves, man. Because, like I said, you take this season and your champion from the season, you spin them off into America's games, all kinds of specials, and you like to have a solid start and an amazing finish to your season. And you had the opportunity to have that. You completely had the opportunity to have that. If the referees put that flag back in their motherfucking pocket, or they never throw that flag, Kansas City kicks that ball, takes the 3-point lead, and you've got about 2 minutes left. And there's a fucking very good possibility you're going to overtime now in the Super Bowl. That the Eagles are probably going to come down the field, probably at least get in field goal range, and tie this game up. Now, if they don't, and Kansas City's defense makes this amazing stop and stops Jalen Hurts after that amazing performance, well then now there's your ending. Okay, there's your ending, and there's something you can have some substantiate and have some substance with. A closing to your story. But right now, that's just, you've got no ending. You've got no ending to the story. And it just seems like a sham end to what was a great Super Bowl, man. Was a winding up to be a great finish to a great Super Bowl, and the NFL fucked themselves. Fucked themselves, man. This is why, I'm sorry, to me, any penalty that is 15 yards or any penalty that results in an automatic first down should be automatically reviewable at all times. at all times. I'm sorry. You can go to New York. They can hire fucking 20 motherfuckers and put them in a room, man. And all you do is review games live as they're going on. And the second there's any call, you're looking at that. The second it happens, you're already looking at that. And within fucking 15 seconds, you can already be in the refs here and be like, nah, you guys nailed it. That was a flag. Definite flag. Move along. Or you can be like, no, hold on, guys. We got to look at that. I think you guys may have been off on that one. But you've got to get a handle on this shit. There's no reason you should have these stupid ass ticky-tack fucking roughing the passer calls, pass interference calls, defensive holding that is an automatic first down. An automatic first down continues drives. It's a flaw in the game right now, and they've got to fix it. And they have the capability to fix it. They have the technology to fix it. You got to take the errors out of the game, the clear errors out of the game. I understand everything they're doing for safety, so guys aren't getting their fucking brains scrambled. I get all that shit they're doing for safety. I get it. It's great, okay? I get it. The game's not as violent as it used to be. Okay, it is what it is. We've accepted that and moved on. Now just call the motherfucker right. Just call it right. That's all anybody wants. In any game in the world, man. Motherfucking Uno. Call that shit clean. That's all we want. Play by the rules and call it clean. And I'm afraid that's the reason why, Michelle. It's because they can't control it. They can't tweak it at the end. When it's starting to go the way they want it, they've got it right where they wanted it. And I fear that's what they did that game. They just squashed it with 2 minutes left and bled the air out. Sad fucking end to a Super Bowl, man. Saddest end to a Super Bowl I've ever seen, personally. That was the saddest end to a Super Bowl I've ever seen. The saddest finish. All right. It was the biggest news of the day. We waited for our Valentine's Day news all day. We knew it was going to happen before 4 p.m. Eastern Time. We waited. I went and picked my oldest son up from high school, and he gets in the car. He's like, have they cut car yet? And it's like 3:30 Eastern Time. And I'm like, not yet, man. Not yet. And so then we start having these conversations. What if they don't cut him? Well, that would be, And then by the time we get out of the car, get back in the house, the deed is done. And it's over. The fact of the matter is, $112 million, 169,283, and some change. Probably. We just went with the 0-0, but there's probably some change in there too. Salary and signing bonuses. This is what the Las Vegas/Oakland Raiders franchise paid Derek Carr for his services over 9 seasons. Just over $112 million. I don't understand where he's been done dirty. Because they're like, listen, man, we just got to try something different. Got to move on. At no point do I believe he was disrespected. They just took the ball out of his hands and told him, you're not starting anymore. We've got to try something different. He regressed this season in a trial season. Listen, Josh Jacobs had a trial season this year too. They told Josh Jacobs, we're not signing your 5th-year option. We don't think you're the kind of guy that we want to keep in-house, and we don't think you're going to be that guy for the future. And Josh Jacobs went out and put up all-world fucking numbers. Best running back in the goddamn National Football League. Derek Carr was given an extension with the carrot and the caveat that you have to go out and have a great year, and the extension is sitting right there for you. We've already told you what we're going to give you and how long you're going to get it for. We've already given you the extension. You just have to go out and play well. We even went and got you the best goddamn wide receiver in the game. And did he go out and have an all-world year? Did he go out and show out? And prove that he needed to have the job? He did not, ladies and gentlemen. He did not. As much as you like the guy, as nice of a guy as he is, he took pictures with your kids. He was nice to him. He signed autographs. He said kumbaya with all of you before the game. He fucking had group prayer. Whatever. Whatever reason you love the guy. Yes, he's a nice guy, but it's time to move on. Derek Carr was duly compensated for his time in the silver and black. And all they got out of it was a 0-1 playoff record. One fucking postseason game that he lost. Yes, it's a team sport. Yes, all the excuses. Yes, the defense. Yes to this. Yes to that. I get it all. You're going to come at me with fucking volume fucking 50 of excuses. I get it. But there's a reason why one individual is paid $112 million over 9 fucking years, is because that is the most important position on a football field. That is the entire machine drives through the quarterback. And other quarterbacks have succeeded with the same type of deficiencies. Nobody has it perfect in this fucking league. Nobody. And hasn't managed to scrape together one postseason victory, one run of any kind that can be substantiated. It's just time. It's just time. And the car's been hauled off. Turning her in for a salvage title. And it's somebody else's to come pick up from the scrapyard. The used car's on the back of a flatbed. And it's leaving the Vegas lot. Sayonara, car. I'm glad I don't have to root for you anymore. Honestly. I'm just over it. I'm over it. I'm over the whole goddamn thing. I'm just completely over it. I will talk about him one more time when somebody signs him and we know where he actually goes. But other than that, I'm done with that story. I'm shelving it, and it's over. Time to move on. Time to move on. And we are looking now at who could possibly be the next quarterback of your Las Vegas Raiders. That is that's the story right now. This is one of the front runners currently. This is one of the front runners, and he's got to figure things out though. So this weekend, he's about to go get twisted. Now he hasn't gotten twisted yet. Everybody thought he's already done it, and he came out. He said on the Pat McAfee show, this thing has been planned for about 4 months, and it has always been the same date. It was always the end of this week. So at the end of this week is when he goes on his journey. And what Rodgers says is, I'm probably going to have a better sense of where I'm at in my life. I didn't say I'm going to my darkness retreat just to figure out if I'm going to play next year or retire. This is just something he was going to do. It's not something he's going to do because he's trying to decide if he's going to be a Raider or not. Supposedly, there have been reports from his inner circle, and he came out and even addressed that, and is like, listen, there's nobody in my inner circle talking to any of these fucking douchebags. So where they come off, he says, nobody knows what I'm thinking because I haven't told anybody. So there's no way that these guys could even know. It's because he doesn't even know yet. Until he goes, he's got to find his spirit horse, man. Spirit horse. Hey, dog. Did you see the size of that chicken? We're in the spirit world. You're going to get twisted off, man. Good for him. Good for him. That's the type of off season. And I've seen people like call him kooky and weird. I'm like, fuck, dude. If I could plan, like, that's like the greatest retreat from everything at the end of an NFL season. I mean, you're raked through the coals by media and the world and social medias, and everybody's talking about you. Everybody talks about your hair and your girlfriends and how you don't like your family. And I mean, they're all up in this motherfucker's business, and he's just like, fuck it, dude, I'm going to go fucking check out from everything. I'm going to fucking take some peyote and some shrooms, smoke some fucking weed, drink some fucking mushroom tea, and I'm going to disappear into darkness for 4 days. See you on the other side, bitches. And, I mean, is that not the perfect way to just be like, fuck it, at the end of a season? I don't think that's weird. I think that's fucking genius. That sounds like a great vacation. Just check the fuck out, and I'm just going to hang out and get fucked up. Have people bring me food. Yeah. Sounds great. Sounds great. Sounds like my kind of guy. But, Rogers Watch. So we're waiting, man. So he said end of the week. So I didn't get a specific day. So end of the week. I would say Friday or Saturday he's going in. So we'll say Saturday. Worst case scenario. Saturday he goes in. So that means you got Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So by right around next week's show, he should be coming out of his hole. Pupils fully dilated. Like a fucking spun out groundhog. What day is it? I'm a raider. Stabler, the snake talked to me. I seen the way. I followed the spirit horse and led me to the snake. It's gonna go down. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is what we're relegated to. We're following around peyote tripping hippies, trying to figure out what he's going to do next. What's his next move? This is what we're relegated to. I tell you. It just gets a little wonky around here. Oh, moving along. But we will be watching the Rogers Watch. It's an official segment now until we know what the fuck is going on. He's one of the top candidates right now. I think he's the front runner, one of the front runners in the race right now. If they're going to go veteran. Now they could go rookie. But we'll see. I think he's one of the front runners, so we're currently on Rogers Watch here for a couple weeks till we see what the fuck's going on with this guy. And when he pops out of his hole, we'll see what's going on. We got tight end talk. I wanted to touch on this, man, because I threw up a post earlier about the tight end from the Patriots. And if you'd be interested in possibly bringing in somebody, I forget who it was, somebody, fuck, I don't put him on blast. I mean, somebody just commented. But the guy was like, what about defense, man? We can't be bringing people in on offense. We got to address defense. Now, everybody knows defense is an issue. Everybody knows they're probably drafting defense. They're going to be bringing in some big free agent names on defense. They're going to be addressing defense. We all know that. But the fact of the matter is you got to field a motherfucking offense too, right? And you've got a lot of holes on offense. You've got a lot of guys that are unrestricted free agents that are creating holes on offense that you have to make decisions whether you're bringing them back, whether you're going to bring somebody else in, whether you maybe keep one part of that depth chart, changing a lot of those pieces out. And tight ends is one of them. Darren Waller has been obviously a conversation piece over damn near the whole course of the fucking season. I mean, at the beginning of the season, he had fucking hammy issues. He dealt with another hammy, double hammies, hammy on hammy. All season long, it was injury issues with Darren Waller. And then he finally showed up at the end of the season. And now he's even, dropping little fucking hot words about Derek Carr here and there in interviews. But so you got Darren Waller. Darren Waller's under contract, and he will be back next year unless for some reason you wanted to make a trade. Although, with Darren Waller coming off a season where he didn't really play, I think it's hard to move him with the type of money you've got him under contract too. Now, Foster Moreau has shown to be hit or miss. Hit or miss. I say more hit than miss. I'm a fan of Foster Moreau, and I would be a fan of bringing him back for the right price. But he is an unrestricted free agent, so he is going to go out into the market, and so now you're losing your number 2. Now your number 3 is a Jasper Horsted, who looked really good in preseason, and when Waller was down and then Moreau was banged up, he got thrust into some action there for a few games and actually looked really good during the stretch in the season as well. So I think you possibly bring him back, but he's a restricted free agent. So you've got to figure out something with that guy as well. So you've got some holes right there at tight end. You've only got the 3. Waller's really the only one that you've got secured. So you start looking at free agents. Gesicki's out there. You got some other top name free agents: Dalton Schultz, Evan Ingram, Tanyan, Austin Hooper, Hayden Hurst. I mean, there are some solid free agent tight ends out there, and supposedly this is a rookie deep draft in tight ends. But are you gonna risk plugging a rookie in that high in on your depth chart of tight end right out of the gate? I don't know. And Horsted's only a second year guy coming in this year, so you've got some interesting decisions to make there at tight end. You really do. Interesting. Throw it up in the comments. I mean, what are your guys' thoughts on tight end? Do you keep Foster Moreau? Do you bring him back to be a backup to Darren Waller? Are you interested in possibly shopping Waller, moving Moreau up to starter, and maybe or bringing in some of these free agents, man? I mean, you got, like, there are some solid free agents out there. I just named most of the top ones. Gesicki, Dalton Schultz, Evan Ingram, Austin Hooper, Robert Tanyan, Hayden Hurst, Swaim, Manhurts, Arnold, Mercedes Lewis, Kyle Rudolph. I mean, there are some guys out there. So I don't know. And I don't know how much Foster Moreau brings on the open market. Is he a commodity? Is he somebody other parts of the National Football League you're looking at besides Raider Nation? I mean, we've been seeing him for a couple years because, we watch every fucking game. But is he even a conversation piece in the rest of the league? So, we'll see. And you got some fair points there, Mr. Stout. You can count on one hand how many rookie tight ends make impact the first year and have fingers to spare. Solid point. I agree. I like the depth chart that you've got with Moreau backing up Waller, and look how much it paid off last season. I mean, it didn't pay off in the win column, but he was there to step in when Waller was out. And I think Foster's can be a serviceable tight end. I think you entertain bringing him back. I absolutely do. So we'll see. We'll see where they think that is possible. I don't know. I mean, I guess you could go rookie. I liked Horsted. I did like what I seen out of Horsted last year, and he could figure in. I mean, with a little more work. We'll see. Appreciate them stars, Robert Paul. Appreciate you. Moreau may get offered more than we want to pay, and that's the thing, John. That's my biggest question: is how much. What's his going rate on the open market? And is he going to go out and test the waters, find what his rate is, and give the Raiders a shot to match, or is he just going to go out and go fishing, find a suitor and go with them, and then just leave house? Because he may never come back. He may never come back and have that conversation if you allow him to step out. That's a fair question. Look at John with the gold star comments out here. That's a good question, my brother. That's a good question. There was a lot of talk of that, bringing in that New England set. That's why they were going that route. You were gonna see all of this and that, but yeah, didn't see a lot of that. Didn't see a lot of that. And I wondered about that too, because you're only coming in with 3. They had carried 4 at some points before when they were running 2 tight end sets. So tight ends is interesting. You've got, like I said, Burrow, unrestricted free agent. Jasper Horsted, restricted free agent. Both of these guys, you've got to figure it out, because otherwise, this is the only guy you've got under contract currently coming into 2023. So you've got to figure something out at tight end. You've definitely got to figure something out. We have been doing some preseason action of our Raider Reaction Offseason Madden Challenge League on Madden Mondays the last couple weeks. I just had a game last night. We'll do one more preseason game next Monday, and then the following Monday will be our first official Madden Monday game of our 2023 Raider Reaction Offseason Madden Challenge League. If you are interested in getting in our Raider Reaction Offseason Madden Challenge League, you're a member of Raider Nation, you're playing on PlayStation 4, or you're playing on the PlayStation 5, that's all you need. Those are all the requirements. You need to join our league. It's a $25 buy-in. Grand prize is a big badass Raider box that every Madden Monday we stick another Raider item in, another piece of silver and black swag, so that box is fucking busting full by the end. And starting that box off with an autographed Devontae Adams jersey with JSA in that sucker to start the box off. And then we're going to be doing flash prizes every week that are winnable by anybody. So lots of flash prizes, fucking kick-ass grand prize, and the draft is February 26th. You get assigned a shell team. Our defending champ every year comes back as the Raiders, and then the rest of us get assigned a shell team. But we do a full fantasy draft on 2/26. Starts at 10 a.m. Eastern time, and you draft your team. So if your team sucks, you are the owner, the head coach, the general manager, the fucking everything. You get to put your roster together, and you get to compete with Raider Nation all over North America for fucking prizes and goodies. And we put you in a chat with all the other owners. You only really got to commit to one game a week. That's 30 minutes a fucking week. So if you already are playing Madden, this is a great average Joe league. Nice, even competition. We got some good gamers, but as a whole, it's this nice average competition level. And you're going to have a good time, man. It's a bunch of... this league has been growing for about 4 or 5 years now, and it's gotten to a nice point. It's over half of the league's full, so we got over 2 in every division right now, and we just want to keep adding to that. We've added to it every year. We've been picky about who we've added. We don't want fans of other teams in there. It's all Raider Nation league. So to find Raider Nation gamers that all mesh well and personality-wise all work out in a group setting, it's not that easy. Trust me. I've got a fantasy league that's been running for 14 years. It's got 32 owners in it. That has not been easy to pull off. Trust me, that ain't easy. And I've started up a Raider league that's got 16 owners in it. And these things aren't easy to keep full, and people that participate and be the type of owners you want. So if you're interested, all you got to do is message the page on any of our social media formats, or go to our website, send us a message that way. It's 2 weeks, man. Less than 2 weeks till draft day. So you're running out of time. We're going to start plugging the owners in this week. Make sure you check out our sponsor while you're over at our website, RaiderReaction.com. Check out our sponsor. It's right there on our homepage. Just as you start to scroll down, clear live streams. Bryant's a member of Raider Nation. It's Raider Nation hooking up Raider Nationwide deal with DirecTV and all this other stupid bullshit when you can just go through a Raider Nation hookup service. Get the hookup, man. Hit that button. They'll send you right to his Instagram. You can send him a message, and he can get you the hookup. Got a free trial, so you can test that shit out. Test drive it. And while you're at the website, like I said earlier, scroll to the bottom, throw your email address in that bar, and hit the fucking button so you are submitted to the Dark Sides newsletter that comes out at the first of every month. And if you want to be like one of the cool kids out here in the audience, these guys like Michelle, they got the badge next to their names. If you want to be a supporter, hit that badge or hit that subscribe button. It's at the top of our Facebook page, or it's flying around this video that you're watching right now. To be one of the cool kids, become a subscriber of Raider Reaction on Facebook, Raider Reaction Sports, and that automatically enters in the raffle that we have at the first of the month. I've got all of the raffle stuff packaged up and ready to go. All that stuff's going to be shipping out this week, and we're getting ready for the March raffle. I've got new merch and stuff coming in already. I got a couple items in this week, so getting ready for the March raffle. And you got to be a subscriber, like Michelle right there, one of the cool kids. She is one of the cooler ones. I don't know about coolest. I mean, JoJo's gonna be over there fighting you, but you have to arm wrestle JoJo for that. Rochambeau him for it. You probably win in a Rochambeau contest, though. Be one of the cool kids. Be a supporter. Be a subscriber of Raider Reaction. You can check it out while you're at the website. There is a page that tells you all about being a subscriber of Raider Reaction Sports on Facebook. All right, we talked to Aaron Rodgers a little bit earlier. He's top of my list, I believe, front runner as where the Raiders are going to go if they go the direction of veteran quarterback, which I think you only got. You're going veteran or you're going to go rookie. I think we're gonna figure out here fairly soon which direction I think they're going to go, but ultimately, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell what that timeline is. It really is. Aaron Rodgers, it was around the first week in March where he told the Packers what he was doing last year. So they're thinking he's kind of be around that same timeline. But Lamar Jackson is, I would say, one of the other big names that if you were thinking about free agent quarterbacks, this would be one of the guys you'd be talking about. But I do not think Lamar Jackson is an option. I do not think he's an option. I 100% believe they are going to franchise tag Lamar this year, and they are going to ride him one more year, whether it pisses him off or not. They're going to ride him one more year and see if he stays healthy and gets back to that MVP type form. I really think they're going to franchise tag him and make him have a fucking prove it year. I really do. And I don't think he's an option, and I think you've got to stop the conversation about Lamar Jackson even being somebody you want to consider. I don't think you consider him. I think the front runner 100% is this guy. This guy. If you're thinking veteran. Now, I've heard talks of Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo. Man, I do not want to see Garoppolo in silver and black. I do not think a reunion between him and Josh McDaniels is going to end in them riding off into the fucking sunset together. I don't think that's the case. So that one worries me. And it's got a little heat to it too. It really does, because you can draw the line. Fucking Jimmy Pornstar, old Garoppolo. I can't see that one. I can't see that one. But I really do not think Lamar Jackson, to close out the topic that I started on, is even an option. I don't think he's an option. They're going to tag him. They're going to tag him, and he's going to have a prove-it year this year. I 100% believe that. I really, really do. I just don't think he's a viable option. We do have a fan of the week this week. I should be able to get that fan of the week in with the items I am shipping out. I have them all ready to ship. I just got to make my way over to the post office. So we do have a fan of the week. And shit, there you go. It's Tony Dip. Damn, so much for the lead up. I guess I forgot to fade those out. That's all right. We'll get Tony. Feels good. Yeah, being fan of the week. Tony Dip. fan of the week. I do believe Tony is a subscriber now at Raider Reaction. I do believe he won something. I've got some stuff. I think I need Tony's address, though. He's got goodies, and I know a couple guys over there that I need their address for raffle goodies. And we're trying to pull Tony into the Madden League, too. But, Tony, send us your address, man, so we'll get you some goodies out for Fan of the Week as Raider Reactions Fan of the Week. We appreciate you popping in the shows and interacting with us here on the page, in the group, and all that good stuff. So, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. And thank you for hanging out with us here at Raider Reaction. He is your Fan of the Week. And if you want to be Fan of the Week, like Tony, if you want to be the Fan of the Week, all you got to do, send us a picture just like Tony did, rocking your silver and black. Say, I'm Fan of the Week. We'll say, damn right you are. And we're going to throw you in and throw you up on here, give you a little recognition. We appreciate you. We appreciate you all, man, supporting us. I really do. I mean, Raider Nation is the reason we're here. Guys like Tony and the rest of you guys are our subscribers, our supporters, the ones that come back all the time, that interact with us on the page. I mean, everybody knows the story, so I'm not going to fucking get into it. You know, our old page was deleted. We had 60,000 followers on that page. We were reaching 1 to 4 million people a month on that page. And that was the heart and soul of Raider Reaction. Well, it got deleted. And so we rebuilt. We started to a full rebuild, and this was our big rebuild season, was this season. And, man, the numbers we're hitting right now when the team ain't even fucking playing, and the interaction that we're getting with Raider Nation right now is fucking amazing, man. Our Facebook page, the followers keep going up every fucking day. We are about to hit 1 million reach a month again. Any day now, literally. We're like 960,000 reach a month right now, and it's been climbing every day, so we'll probably be hitting 1 million here soon. We're closing in on 9,000 followers on the Facebook page again, because we're adding so many on a pretty steady pace. We should be hitting 10,000 again within a few weeks, which is another nice milestone. We just went over 6,000 followers on TikTok, so that's all because of you guys, man. And I'm super stoked. I just got my blue motherfucking check mark on Twitter. We got officially verified on Twitter today. I've been on Twitter since 2017 when we started Raider Reaction. I started up that Twitter account, and I kind of figured out this last season how to use Twitter a little better, and started utilizing Twitter a little better, and fucking got blue check mark. Fucking put in the application for it, got us verified. We're legit now. We got a blue check mark on Twitter. Thank you, Elon Musk, for hooking me up. My blue check mark. But we thank you, Raider Nation. We thank you all for following us and sticking with us here at Raider Action, man. We do absolutely appreciate it. Absolutely appreciate it. Moving along. Where were we? Come on, man. Help me stay on the road. That's what I got you motherfuckers for. Come on. All right. Don't get lippy. You can be replaced. Circus is in town. All right. Fucking lippy midgets. I tell you. Next stop on the docket. For your season. Next thing we got to look forward to. So I'm like, what do you look forward to now? Well, what's coming up? What's coming down the pike? What's your next stop? Because we always end the show kind of with our, look ahead. Look ahead. What's next? What's your next big check? It's February 21st. 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Until March 7th, you can designate franchise or transitional players. That is your next kind of, I guess, checkpoint of your off season. That's the date you can designate franchise or transitional players. And then after that, you got the combine. Close at the end of the month. Those are your next two things. So we're starting into the off season, rolling in, and there's a lot of changes to be made on this team, man. A lot of changes. Quarterback being I mean, it's been a long time since you've been in the market for a quarterback. Since you've been thinking quarterback in the draft. Been thinking wide receivers, linebackers, but not quarterback. It's been a while since you've been thinking about quarterback. Quite a while. Quite a long while. So it's going to be interesting, and that's why we've got the Rogers watch up. We're waiting for him to come crawling out of his hole like a fucking drugged up fucking gopher, groundhog. Puxatawny Phil, what have you. We got our watch on him. I don't think Lamar's an option. I don't think Garbers and Stidham are an option. Could be rookie, though. Could be rookie. It's definitely a possibility. There's lots of guys out there. You can make arguments for lots of these guys. But I have a hard time. I'm looking at the whole picture. I have a hard time thinking Josh McDaniels will tie his future as a head coach in the National Football League to a rookie. Now, it could gain him a couple years. Could gain him a little leash. Could gain him a little leash. Hard to tell. Hard to tell. Well, it's that time of the show, ladies and gentlemen. We're kind of winding down here, man. I appreciate you guys all hanging out with me. It's the new season. I mean, really, we're like dipping our toe into 2023 right now. I mean, that's really what we're looking forward to. I mean, I am completely done with 2022. I mean, congratulations to the fucking inbreds and their fans. They can go have their fucking big circle jerk in the fucking armpit of the country. Their little fucking parade. Whatever the fuck they're going to do. Whatever them jack-offs do. They can go do that. Enjoy yourselves. You little fucking fraudulent. Your fucking asterisk Super Bowl. Fuck you. You just leveled up. It took you all that time. You just leveled up with the Raiders. Now it's the Raiders, the Donkeys, and the Queefs all sitting at fucking 3 Lombardi trophies. Who's going to step up? Who's going to be the one? Who's going to be the first of 4? That's what the conversation is now. Fucking Sparkler's back here sucking fucking hind tit trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. Woo! They're the foam helmet wearer out of the group. So you gotta figure out how to get it done, man. You gotta figure out how to get it done. And I hope these guys got a plan. I hope to fucking hell these guys got a plan. I really, really do. I really, really do. Well, we got one last segment here. One last segment I got to touch on. A little something. Now, there was a clip I seen Super Bowl week. I do believe it was on Undisputed, actually. Shannon Sharp, Skip Bayless. And I just didn't understand where you come off. Let's get into it, shall we? Just a little thing. A little closing segment. Just a little something we like to call the WTF. Now, Undisputed Crew was out in Meteor Row, Super Bowl week last week, had Darren Waller sit down with him. And Darren Waller took some shots at Derek Carr. And I thought it just came off awful fucking low class to me for Darren Waller to take any shots at anybody on the offense and how the performance of the offense went during the 2022 season when he was barely a fucking part of it. Part of the problem of the 2022 season is they didn't have you there to lean on as supposedly one of these all-world tight ends, top 3 tight end in the league. I'd made this argument for him many, many times. So how you're out there now, I mean, I thought this was your boy. You're going to talk shit about him. You're going to throw him under the bus. He wasn't even technically released yet at this time. I just thought this was a low-class move. I thought that was low budget of Darren Waller, and kind of opened my eyes a little bit more to who Darren Waller really is. You know, he's out cutting fire tracks. You're nowhere around for your fucking team, and you're taking shots at DC on the way out the door like that. I don't know, man. I didn't put it all on Carr and the dysfunction of this year and the way everything went south. I mean, there's a lot of change that happened this season with McWeasel coming in and new GM and totally changing scheme and everything. I don't know, man. I just was really taken aback. And it's usually those type of interviews, you know, they're very vanilla, and then to get a buzz drop like that, I was taken aback. I really was. I was shocked to see him take a shot at Carr like that. It was a little what the fucked. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Darren Waller? You, of all people, shouldn't be taking pot shots at anybody for their 2022 performance. You were a ghost. A fucking ghost in 2022. I'm glad you showed up at garbage time. Fucking dumpster dived and got some touchdowns. Congratulations. But not for the kind of cheddar you're getting stroked, pal. You need to do a hell of a lot better than that. That's for damn sure. Thank each and every damn one of you guys for joining us. I appreciate it. Each and every damn one of you. Thank you for joining us. Tomorrow night, we do have another new episode of Raider Reaction Roadshow. We missed last Wednesday. Some technical difficulties around showtime. So we will back up with one tomorrow night. We will have a Raider Reaction Roadshow. And then Thursday night, I will be back on TikTok for TikTok Thursday. And 410 Raider is on Friday night, the Raider Process Show. So check it out. Check it out. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I am out. Thank you, each and every damn one of you. I appreciate you. Follow us on all of our social media platforms. And man, if you're a Madden gamer, hit us up. If you're playing on PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5, get in the Madden League. You've got less than 2 weeks till draft day. Let's get it. I'm out. Peace, love, Raider Nation.